Sam knows people can't always understand his struggles. He has DiGeorge syndrome, a condition that causes pain and fatigue. Not always in a wheelchair, he's constantly questioned about his disability.
When I was young, I was more able and I do now. Whenever I able I need little people when I was in my mum and dad, or me with abuse. I'm not in a wheelchair, and it was really disheartening. I needed to be able to stop all my legs and stuff.
Experiences like those have fueled a campaign to see the blue badge change to represent non-visible disabilities too.
The idea for this campaign is one that Sam, I think, feels quite passionately about.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that people really acknowledge that disabilities, you don't have to be in a wheelchair. You can be completely able-bodied but still have something that impacts on your life and makes things potentially a little bit more difficult.
Charities in the UK say 1 in 5 people have a disability, and that 80% of those are non-visible. Sam's campaign isn't just about changing a sign, but the way people are treated when using facilities they're entitled to, like this parking bay. The Sunflower Foundation has existed since 2016. It helps organisations identify, acknowledge and support people with hidden disabilities. They're also in support of a review of an icon they feel is outdated.
The wheelchair symbol for disabilities really doesn't represent the disabled community. Only 7% of disabled people use a wheelchair. So it's 93% of people that don't use a wheelchair. So it's really out of sync with the disabled community.
That community includes people who are constantly second-guessing themselves in public. Charlotte Lee has fibromyalgia, a condition that causes extreme pain and fatigue.
For example, if I'm in a queue and I ask if I can go to the front of the queue so that I don't have to stand, then, understandably, people get very cross and frustrated, especially when it's a long queue. Or if I'm on public transport and I ask to take a priority seat, that can get very messy because obviously people look at me and think, well, she's fine, why should I give up my seat? And, it's difficult, it's very tough.
Throw it up that way, Sam.
Sam hopes that by pushing for change, he'll be helping more than himself, but a community who don't always feel seen.
It would make me feel proud and happy. I always wanted to speak for people that aren't speaking themselves.
Shinki Marike, Sky News.